Wow, that was a great insight, Lokesh Garu. And then, given a lot of interviews that I watched, and then a couple of times that I've interacted with you, and then given that you also won Scotch Person of the Year for Digital Award, and given that the importance of technology in governance, how do you think especially technology can play an important role in terms about rural communities that you advocate for?
I mean, it's a fact that technology has changed all our lives. India has been lucky. We jumped the PC era, went straight to smartphones. There's more smartphones in India than there are toilets. That's a known fact. I think that presents a very unique opportunity in terms of governance. One thing I regret that we didn't do enough in our last term is to actually transform processes. What we did was digitize broken processes. But this time around, we want to correct it. We are actually looking at business process re-engineering in the government. And I'm looking at how can we deliver seamless governance in the hands of people, in the hands of citizens. How do you make politicians and IAS officers irrelevant in day-to-day governance and in day-to-day citizens' lives? So that's where I believe technology will play an important role, but it's also important to transform our processes and re-engineer our processes. And this is what you will see happening in Andhra Pradesh in the next 9 months.
Okay, that was a great insight as well, Lokesh Garu. And then today, one of the insight that I had was you discussed a lot about investing in Vizag, particularly the area that's more interesting, especially in terms about technology investment, for both IT serve community as well as a larger audience. Do you want to highlight some of the few things that's so critical about that area that's very prone in terms about technology investments, especially in terms about Vizag?
See, being a new state, Andhra Pradesh is presented with a unique opportunity. And that opportunity is to decentralize development and not center development around one city or one ecosystem. Way back in 2014, Mr. Naidu had a clear vision of which district should do what. And that's why Kia came to Anantapur, TCL, Foxconn came to Chittoor and Nellore, and we had Amravati as our capital. And from day one, I strongly believe that Visakhapatnam should be our IT capital, because I believe it has the right ingredients. Now let's talk about what are those right ingredients. It has amazing connectivity. It has great engineering colleges, amazing talent. And I jokingly keep saying that if Bangalore were to marry Goa and have a child, that will be Visakhapatnam. It's such a beautiful city, gorgeous ecosystem. And I truly believe that for IT, not only to survive, but to thrive, Visakhapatnam has all the right ingredients. As a state, we personally believe that the data revolution is here, and Andhra Pradesh is well poised in terms of harnessing that revolution. As all of you are aware, globally close to $300 billion are getting invested in data centers. And our agenda is to actually bring about 100 billion of that to India and bring majority of that to the state of Andhra Pradesh in Visakhapatnam. Back that with AI, education, and particularly focus on an AI university, where we're really excited on figuring out the interactions of AI in governance, AI in politics, AI in healthcare, AI in entertainment. And like how the erstwhile Indian School of Business model was, where it was completely private sector led. We would love to do the same magic in the AI university and really create next generation thought leaders and engineers, not only for Andhra Pradesh, but for the world.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. And a little bit off topic and also a candid question, Lokesh Garu. So I heard you heard from Indra when she was talking about her tata. I think a lot of audience in the room is waiting to hear this answer also. Do you want to get some reminiscent thoughts or memories about spending your time with your tata?
Johar NTR. Annagaru is larger than life. And from my childhood, that's all I remember about him. And all of us were very scared as grandchildren. Because, he was a tall personality there. But he had a very emotional connect with all his grandchildren. and he personally named all of us. So, I got Lokesh because of him, and all my cousins have their names because of him. So he had a lot of personal attachment with all of us. But honestly, we were just too many of us for him to spend time and nurture our aspirations and ambitions. But he was very humble, and every birthday, we used to go meet with him, spend time with him. And the way he would share love and affection is to feed you to the extent where you'll end up throwing up. I remember this so well. And that is the way he would show love and affection for all of us. I mean, he's left behind a great legacy for us to lead from the front and to take it forward.
Wow, I think everybody, kind of, goes back to their memories with spending their time with their family. Coming to the topic about technology again, the state of AP basically is called Annapurna, which is rice bowl of India. So for that, basically is the bedrock is farming and farmers. So given, and I also see a lot of times you spoke about, ecosystems, like, developing ecosystems. So just want to understand how are you going to strengthen that ecosystem? So which is like basically kind of creating how to impact their lives.
No, I mean, all of you know I did a Padayatra. In my Padayatra, I had a great chance to interact with farmers across segments. So I met palm oil farmers, paddy farmers, mango farmers, date farmers, banana farmers, mirchi farmers. What was fascinating for me is that they're working hard, they're investing money ahead of time, and they're not sure at the end are they going to make money or not. And they're doing this every crop cycle. So the way I looked at it, I said, there are two parts of this equation. One, we need to reduce the cost of production. Two, how do we grow commodities and variants of our commodities which we can take to the globe? Now, I'll give you an example. I mean, all of us know that Rayalaseema is known for mango. But predominantly, we grow varietals that we want. Why can't we grow varietals that the world wants? Varietals that Europe wants, Japan wants, which are also higher value in nature. And that's where I believe that state can play a very important role in guiding farmers. Similarly, our dates is another big area. Banana, dragon fruit, chiku is another area. So I think there's a lot of work that we can do as a government in terms of guiding farmers, giving not just subsidies alone, but inputs and even strengthening it with research stations and ensuring that the optimal output and productivity comes from the respective farms. So for me, that's of great interest and passion. The same thing applies even to, palm oil farmers. If you look at it, thanks to Annagaru, Andhra and Telangana, the two Telugu-speaking states have a very important role to play in palm oil, and we help government in terms of saving our forex. We have to support them, but we have to be in the smart way. We have import duties and exports subsidies based on the inflation. So how can we have a table making it easy so that government can take appropriate decisions? For me is very fascinating. So these are, I think, interventions you'll see at a policy level that will come up. And I truly believe that Rayalaseema particularly has a great opportunity to leapfrog in agriculture. It's amazingly fertile soil, and just giving water through drip and giving extension to the appropriate horticulture crop, I think, can truly transform agriculture in that sense. And the last bit I'd like to add is technology plays an important role, more so from government's ability to map which commodity is being grown where and in what quantities, and how should government be prepared in terms of sale price hikes or slumps. Because there are days when tomatoes are highly priced, there are days when tomatoes go for 10 paisa, 50 paisa kg. So I think our government's ability to forecast that, prepare for that, and guide, advise farmers for that, I think will be very important, and that's something that we'll work on this time.
Yeah, on the context of that, I've seen in your previous turn, you also attended Davos, and given that context, wanted to understand what is your, strategy for attracting a lot of FDI, because I've seen you have delivered successfully on the government promise for Kia, and also you're quoting Foxconn and Brookfield. what do you see your strategy for, bringing a lot of FDI investments to the state of AP?
Fundamentally, two things. Number one, India requires a lot of policy intervention at the national level to attract greater investments to our nation. See, today, honestly, it's not just about